Hi, welcome back to my channel. I have another book review for you today, and I love talking about these books. This one is for Death at Beresford Hall by Emma Davies. The reason I said I love talking about this book is because it's the Adam and Eve mystery number 4. Now, let's talk about who Adam and Eve are. First of all, her name is Francesca Eve. That's our female protagonist. From the beginning of the series through this book, and I'm sure for all successive books, she's simply called Fran, but her middle name is Eve. She's kind of middle-aged or a little older. She has a teenage daughter, and she has a very good relationship with her husband. Then we have young Adam. Adam is in his very early 20s, and he's like a computer whiz, a very smart techie guy, and he was living pretty much the life of a hermit. Now, Adam and Eve, but we're going to do this right. Adam and Fran met when Fran, who is a caterer, was catering a luncheon at Jack's mother's house back in book 1, in the first book of the series. Now, at that time, when Fran and Jack met, Jack's mother was a suspect in a murder that happened as a result of that luncheon. Through the next 2-3 books, or through the next 2 or 3 periods of time, as Fran and Adam get to do different catering gigs, because now Adam is kind of her right hand guy, they become a nice, nifty pair of amateur sleuths. Okay? So I wanted to give you a little bit of that history about who Fran is and who Adam is, and why they are together in these books, even though they're different generations. She's married, blah, blah, blah. Jack is why am I calling him Jack? Adam is rather a younger guy, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of history. Now, in this particular book, as mentioned, Fran is a caterer. She's a chef. She's an excellent baker. Well, she's called in to work in the background at a country cooking show. Yes, a television show that features cooking, right? Well, it's not cut and dry, because one of the chefs on the show is murdered, and the show must go on. Let me put my hands up properly. The show must go on. So they ask Fran to jump in, for Fran to participate in the competition. And I personally watch I definitely watch 2 cooking shows regularly, but sometimes there's a third one that I watch. And if you watch any cooking shows, and I just throw one out there, Magic Chef. We'll just use that one, for example. You have a bunch of contestants, and every week, after they do whatever they're assigned to do, then one is eliminated. And then the next week, or the next day, however long the time frame is. So that concept was very easy for me to follow along with, because I love those type of shows. Well, Fran is adamant that she does not even want to be involved on that side of the camera. In fact, what Fran wants to know is who killed that other chef. And not only does she want to know it, but she's determined to discover who did it and to find out for herself, along with Adam's help. I know that I'm just waxing poetic about the setting in this book, but that's the feeling that I get when I'm reading this book. Now, we have some characters that we don't like, but then why wouldn't you? Yes, this is a cozy mystery, but we do have a murder victim. Her name is Miranda. Well, she was that type of person that if you were standing next to her, you might not like her. And that's the reputation that she had established for herself. But was it enough to be a reason to kill her? Well, now that's what Fran wants to find out. That's what she wants to find out. Now, all while Fran and Adam are working hard to solve this murder, every episode of the television show, Fran has to put out her cooking skills. But then there's an inside look, believe it or not, an inside look on how some cooking shows might operate. Because I'm telling you, if they operate the way that I read in this book, I probably wouldn't watch anymore. So I kind of like that Emma Davies did that. She gave a little bit of a twist at the behind the scenes look of cooking shows. But nonetheless, this fourth book in a great series had yet another murder that needed to be solved. And that's where the Adam and Eve mysteries jump off. And I'm telling you, book 1, book 2, book 3, and now book 4, excellent books. Now, although it's a series, you never have to worry, because every time you read one of these books, you'll very easily see that they work as standalone novels. Okay, but if you like continuity, the way that I've talked about many times, then you want to read all of the books. And lastly, if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, then why not use your subscription and get this book into your own hands? So that's about it for Death at Beresford Hall by Emma Davies, number 4 in the Adam and Eve series. And let me know what you think, if you've read any books in this series, or if you think that you may want to check out this series. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.